Yo, this is Citan plays Xenogears, and this is the season finale. Finally! The season finale. I can't believe we have gotten so many episodes. Over 100 episodes. Almost up to 110 episodes. Almost a full year of Let's Plays. Weekly Let's Plays over a year. It's crazy. Like, I don't get it. I've done Let's Plays of this in the Gears. Once episode every 3 days. Now I've done almost a whole year of episodes. But this is the last episode, guys. We beat the last boss, but Deus is about to blow up because of the wave existence, but Elly moves Deus away to avoid the planet from being destroyed. But we don't want it to happen, do we? Even though we are glad that the planet won't be destroyed, Elly needs to be saved. Fei has made contact with Zohar so he can move the Xenogears. The rest cannot because Zohar has been deactivated. So now Fei is gonna go and save Elly. Yeah, of course. Alright, then get going. But let's get him go, Citan. At this point, Fei is the only one that will be able to bring Elly back. There's nothing we can do or say about it. You're right. Fei, keep your promise. No matter what. Fei and Elly. Both of you. Come back home. We'll be waiting for you two. I appreciate this, Bart and the rest of you. Well, I better get going now. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. This will be the last journey you and I make together. I'm counting on you, partner. Then Xenogears goes up, he flies towards Deus. Try to get in there before it's too late, so you can try to find a way to find Elly inside of it and get it out. There you see the core of Deus, which one is destroyed or deactivated. Elly! Now they are in the atmosphere. And then, yeah, the power of the wave existence. Which drags them out into dimensional shift. And you might be wondering, what now? Where am I? That's Elly. That must means I'm inside of Deus? Not exactly. Your actual body is just a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Deus' outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. Huh? The wave existence? No, that's not you. Who are you? It can't be. Is that you, Krelian? That's right, isn't it? Krelian! It was you who did this to Elly! The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So what you come here for, Lacan? I came here to take the person I love back with me. So set Elly free. The Deus system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started. The place where all things were one. I am going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimensions, all things were one. It was the waves spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of humankind that were born from there are mere leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you going back there? Is that what you desired? Lacan, what's such reluctance to become one with the god? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living out such a sordid existence? Hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust. Why? Everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love, for this place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Krelian. Someday, humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love. But can you say that to even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity or true love. But it's all lies. Man cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way that they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That's why humans have free will. And what is that will itself must be determined? What then? Oh, what folly. Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such thing as free will. Mankind has barely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It is for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted again to where it all began. To go back to when it was all one. Waves and nothing else. It's not my human's ego. It's the will of the waves. The will of God. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad. No, I'm proud to be human. Elly plays the future, tomorrow, in our hands, based on our choice. And she's working to keep Deus far away from our planet. She's also trying to heal your heart. You who want to journey all alone to be with God, can't you understand Elly's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you're able to comprehend all of this? I understand. I know her feelings as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. And then he summons Urobulos. He looks exactly like Miang. A big snake-like creature with wings. And then Fei, for some reason, inside Xenogears. And this is technically a boss fight, but it's just like nothing much to say about it. Just booster. It does have some attacks, but generally, don't worry about it. This is more of a show-off fight. This is basically a conclusion fight. Just use your stack, then use one death blow. Don't worry about HP and fuel, because you will start with full HP and fuel in this one. Right now. He does have one nice attack, this one. Or not this one, there's no attack which is nasty, but don't worry about it. It's pretty much an auto lose this one. But you're trying to lose on purpose. That's kind of impossible. Here comes the nasty attack. That's an asset it actually has. Even then, I'm still less than. I still have more than half my health left. So don't worry. And that's it. Okay, this fight's not supposed to be hard. It's just to say goodbye. Because after we beat the Urobulos, we're gonna get some movie sequences. Elly! And she is free. Fei! It was Krelian. Krelian released me. Krelian? Yes! I can't understand after becoming one with Krelian. His heart was so full of sadness. That is why he desired for he and I to become one with God. Because that will be the return to the beginning of everything, he told me. You should be with him. That is what he said. You see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt, how you felt. But there was nothing he or we could do. He had no choice but to go forward. Even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. For all humankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held too many memories. And he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Krelian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. I just knew that he was really that kind of person. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Elly, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing. Even if it weren't to benefit yourself, it's no problem. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there's an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It's incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. It was you, Elly, who taught me that. I believe that's what it means to be human. I can now understand the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not, but we have a lot of time to think about it. What Krelian himself was looking for all along. We'll find the answer to it all ourselves. Thank you, Fei. Elly. And now, movie sequences. I'll try to limit my speak here because there actually are going to be voice acting in here. Still though.
Let's return to our planet.
Oh. So cute, those two.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
Can you run?
If we're together, I can.
Oh, so cute. I like the little censorship here, and I guess this game will get remastered. A lot of this place will probably be censored. So there's a light they can see when they run. But that light's gonna go further and further away, and the dimensional shift is going to go away. When it goes away, that means wave existence is going to go to its upper path. And of course, classic, right? Of course she has to tumble. Here comes the dimensional shift. They fall down, but they are protected, teleported away. And here we see the remains of Deus, I guess. And that's Krelian.
You.
There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed. Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krelian. You aren't going, are you?
No. Since that time, I have stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
Man, I want to have Xenogears anime.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You, of all people, could do it.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human. But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return.
Oh.
I must go now.
Krelian.
Actually, I envy you two.
I feel a bit sad. Apparently Krelian finally understood that things he did was bad. And then the dimensional shift happens. That platform blows up because now the way of existence has finally returned. And there we go. Deus is finally gone forever. And then the final movie cut. Because the rest of the team has come back, but there's no Fei or Elly yet. Where are they?
Fei! What happened?
Waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie!
Ah,
He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
first time we actually have voice-overs from a lot of the other characters. And yes, you always had a grown-up Emeralda in this scene, regardless if you didn't grow her up in the city area or not. And then, when they are thinking that there's no end, there's Xenogears. And Choo-Choo notice. They wonder, what do you mean? And Citan sees it, and from there, Xenogears. We have Emeralda. So nice. They run down to greet their friends. Fei and Elly return. And there we go. Despite losing a huge percentage of the people in the world, they managed to beat evil, and they survived to fight another day. What is interesting though is that the Xenogears is the only gear that can move because it was touching with Zohar, and it still is able to move. Question is, I've always been wanting to see if there was a sequel to Xenogears, how would it work? Would they be able to construct gears based on Xenogears? Or will Xenogears maybe be dismantled and gone forever? Because you do know that Xenogears is part of a series of 6 games or 6 chapters in a big story. And the first 3 parts is actually Xenosaga 1, 2 and 3. And then Xenogears is actually part 5 of 6. So yes, if you do have played Xenosaga, you do know that Xenosaga takes place thousands of years, probably even 10,000, thousands of years at least, before the events of Xenogears. And then I'm talking not about the timeline where we play as Fei and Citan and those, but I'm talking about the intro scene of Xenogears when the spaceship is being taken apart by Deus. When Deus activates by Zohar in the spaceship. So Xenosaga takes place thousands of years before that incident with the Eldritch spaceship. But I do recommend you guys to play it though. Xenosaga, see episode 1, 2 and 3. And yes, Xenoblade is connected to those games somehow, but they're not directly connected to it. But there are some part of it which are very similar. For example, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There are some parts which almost resemble Zohar, and there's in some part that even resemble the girl inside of Zohar. So there are some resemblance, but not directly resembling. But apparently what I've known though is that even though this game was made by a company made for Squaresoft at the time, today known as Square Enix, there's some problem I think with rights. That's why this game hasn't really been touched with remaster remakes yet. But there are rumors that they are planning to do some remaster remakes of games of Squaresoft from the 90s, especially Chrono Cross, which I'm actually wondering as of this recording, because I'm recording this 3 months ahead of me for putting on YouTube, but I do hope this game, other games, will be getting a lot more love. Because Xenogears, in my opinion, it's such a sad thing that this game got this cost cut. And still this game I had over 100 episodes of Let's Play, biggest Let's Play by far I've done so far. And yet this game had to be rushed because they got out of money. Oh boy. But yeah, this game is my #1 favorite game of all time. It's just so complex. I feel like even when I did this Let's Play, I learned some new stuff that I kind of didn't really know or maybe didn't understand. It's just crazy. And this game was made in the end of the 90s. Just crazy. Anyway, that is the end of this Let's Play, and sadly, maybe you remember what I said in the start of this Let's Play, is that this is the last non-Pokemon Let's Play I will be doing. Don't worry though, I'm still going to do Let's Plays of Pokemon games. I would suggest you to check it out. I'm not sure how far I'm in my Let's Play now. I think it's on the end of my Omega Ruby Let's Play now, near the end. But I'll do more Pokemon Let's Plays, and don't worry though, I do plan to have other content on my channel. I think I'm having some... I'm planning to have some other content, like maybe some top lists, or maybe some ranking of games and so on. Just talk about games or streaming or so on. Because I've been streaming on Twitch, but it hasn't had that much success. Maybe I should just stream on YouTube instead, because this is where I have all my videos and my channel content in general, so we'll see. In regards to that though, I just want to thank you guys for watching this over 100 episode long Let's Play. It's been going for a whole year, and I'm so happy that my favorite game is the last game I'll do. Maybe I'll do Let's Plays on non-Pokemon games again in the future, but as of now there's no plans for it, so we'll see. I don't think they're gonna make more Let's Plays in the future of non-Pokemon games. It's just, I think Let's Play as a entertainment genre is sort of no longer a thing because of streaming. So we'll see. Still though, it was a pleasure. I've been doing non-Pokemon Let's Plays since 2015, and this is the last one. So the Pokemon Let's Plays I'll still continue though, because I feel like I've reached a bit of an audience with Pokemon Let's Plays. So that one's been fun. There's the Kadomini. Now we can see across the world A world that is now healing from the after effects of Deus. But yeah, they suffered a lot of people who died. Probably will take some 100 years before population goes back to where it was. But yeah, I wish I want to see a chapter 6 in the Xenogears story. Or chapter 6 in the Xeno story though. Because you see, Xenogears episode 5. And this whole storyline is of 6 episodes. Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3 is episode 1, 2, and 3, I think. Episode 4 we don't know. Episode 5 is Xenogears, and episode 6 we don't know. Will we see episode 4 or 6 one day? I hope so. But until then, we just have to wait and see. If not, you can go on the internet, maybe you can find something. It's called Perfect Works. Anyway, that is the end of this Let's Play, finally. So, like, comment, and subscribe, follow me on social media, and that's it for now. And, thank you guys for watching my Let's Play of Xenogears. Do check out my other Let's Play of Pokemon. And, check that out. And now check out my channel for other content. I plan to other content soon. Maybe subscribe to the channel and find out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you around.